Booqable now allows you the option to design a website directly within Booqable. This means that you don't need another paid monthly subscription just to allow your customers to learn about you, view your inventory, and make orders online. In this video, I'm going to be designing a website in real time with you so that you can feel confident that you can get your rental business online in just a matter of minutes. Let's get started.
To start, you'll want to log into your Booqable account. If you don't yet have an account, you can sign up for a free trial and access this website builder along with all of the other Booqable tools for 14 days. When you log into your account, you'll want to go to your general settings. And when you're on your settings page, you'll want to scroll down on the left-hand menu and visit your online store general settings. In there, you'll notice this new theme section. This is where you'll start designing your website. Click on the Customize button. When you view your theme, you'll notice that it is pre-filled with stock images and text. We're of course going to customize all of this. But I want to bring your attention to a few things before we get started. At the top of the screen, you'll see this Preview Mode button. Here you can toggle between viewing from mobile device and the desktop version. All of Booqable's websites are fully responsive. This means that no matter what device your customers are viewing your website on, it's going to look great. Regardless of what type of business you're designing a website for, Booqable's features are fully customizable for every type of business. But today, we're going to be designing an outdoor gear rental business. The first thing that we're going to edit is this header section. We're going to simply change out the text by clicking on the heading section, editing the text, and clicking Save. Next, we're going to add some text underneath this main heading section. So we're going to go back to the main editor. We're going to click on the text button that you see there, and we're going to paste the text. And of course, we're going to hit Save. And now you'll see that change made. Next, we're going to edit the button. The button can be changed in a number of ways. You can change the text like I'm doing here. You can also change the background color of the button. You can also change the text color, and you can change the link in which customers are directed to when they tap into the link. You can link to specific products, specific collections of products, and specific pages that you can design on your website. The last thing that we're going to change in our heading section is the background image. We're going to tap into this image banner button, and this is where your website really comes to life. You're going to tap on the Change Image button, and for now, I'll click on this pre-selected image that I already uploaded. But if you don't have images for your website, you can actually search on a website called Unsplash for all kinds of images that you can use royalty-free. So whether you're an outdoor business, you can search the word hiking. If you run a wedding rental business, you can search the word wedding. Or if you operate a camera rental business, you can search the word camera, and you'll see a lot of high-quality images that you can use for your website. And so for now, I'm going to add this image. This looks good, but what I'm noticing is that the text is a little bit hard to see. So here's what we're going to do about that. We're going to scroll down to this overlay section, and I'm going to enable the overlay. I'm going to pick a color, which you see I've already done there, and then I'm going to set the opacity. The higher the number of the opacity, the harder it'll be to see the image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it at 45, and that looks good. I can easily see the image and I can see the text. You can align the content to the left, to the center, or to the right, and you can also change the spacing. Now I'm going to move into the column section that you see below the heading. There are 3 columns currently set up on this website. As you hover over each column on the left-hand side, you'll see it's highlighted. For my website, I'm going to create 2 columns, one for hiking gear and one for climbing gear. So the first thing I'll do is I'll click into the column 1, and I'm going to change the image to something about hiking. I'm going to search all these photos on Unsplash, and I'm going to find one that I like. And then I'll click Add. Once you've added the image, you can choose whether or not you want to use round corners for the images. Then I'm going to add a title, and then I'm going to copy and paste the text that I have already pre-written. When I hit Save, you'll see that the image is populated and the text. Next, I'm going to create a link so that customers can view all of the hiking gear that I have to offer. Under the button section within the column, I'm going to type in a label, and then I'm going to link it to a specific collection of inventory that I have to offer within the hiking category. Then I'll hit Save, And now this little link here will direct all of my customers to all of my hiking gear. We can check to make sure everything looks good on the mobile version, and everything looks good. I'll go back to the desktop view, and now I'm going to edit the second column. I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to edit the image, the title or the label, and the text that customers will see when they want to view all of my climbing gear. So we'll add the image there, we'll add the title, and we'll adjust the text. I'm going to add the link so that customers can view the climbing gear. I'm going to link it to the collection. And now I have a hiking and a climbing column. But now I only want to have 2 columns instead of 3 that go across the page. So I can adjust the columns per row, and now you'll see that I have only 2 rows when I used to have 3. But now I got to get rid of this 3rd column. So I can go into the column and click delete. Now everything looks pretty good from the heading to those columns. And now what I want to do is I want to create some products that customers can actually view on this home page. So at the bottom of the left-hand sidebar, you'll see this Add Section button. You'll click into there and you'll notice there are a number of different options that you can add to your website. Collections, columns, date pickers, images, and products. So I'm going to add that product section to my website. After you add the product section, you won't see any products until you actually select what type of products you want your customers to see. So we're going to click on the top button where it says products, and then we're going to select a collection of products that you and your customers want to see on that specific section. For right now, we're going to select all, and then we're going to click Save. When you scroll down, you'll see all of the products that I have to offer my customers in all of the collections. This is the hiking and the climbing gear. But there are a couple ways that you can view these items on the page. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click this button, Use Carousel. You'll notice that the products are a little bit more in line on the page, and they can actually scroll through and see different products, versus them being a big list. When you view a mobile view, there are arrows that your customers can toggle, or they can actually swipe to view those. We'll go back to the desktop. And now I want to take away this hiking backpack, and I just want to see climbing gear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Change Collection, and I'm going to click on just the climbing collection. I'll hit Save, and when I go back to view it, I'll only see the climbing gear. But it does look a little bit off-centered, so I'm going to uncheck that carousel button, and now it looks normal. You can add a title so that customers can quickly know what they're looking at. And now that section looks good. The only thing I want to do is actually move it up. Before I do that, I want to highlight this product button. If you only want to highlight a specific product, you don't have to select a complete collection. You can actually just showcase one product. To move the product section up, you click on the 2 bars on the side, and you'll drag them wherever you want them onto the page, up or down. You can also move other objects around by clicking on those 2 bars and moving them up or down the page. Now I have that climbing gear section and that spacer that I just moved. The next thing I want to adjust is this image with text section. This is called an image banner, similar to what we had in the heading at the top of the page. I want to make this an About the Founder section, or a link to it at least. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this text by clicking into the text, and I'm going to change it to Meet the Founders. When I save it, I'll scroll down and see that. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of description in this subheading text section. I'll click Save. And I want to add that button so that it links directly to the About Us page. So what I'll do is I'll adjust the button label, and then I'll link it to a specific page on the website, the About Us page. I'm going to change the color. Next, I'm going to change the actual image that is behind the text. I'd like it to be a little bit more fun and playful, maybe with some people in it. So I'm going to change this background image, and then I'm going to click on the photo that I have already pre-uploaded. I'll click Save, and what you'll notice is that it's pretty tough to see that text. So I'm going to go to the Overlay section. I'm going to click on Enable Overlay. I'm going to change the color of the overlay. That looks good. And then I'm going to change the opacity. Actually, that looks about good. So I'm going to click Save, and now it's much easier for my customers to see the text as well as the image. As we scroll down the page, you'll notice that there are these links at the bottom of the page, as well as social media links. You can edit these to link to your specific social pages and change these links at the bottom and the top of your website. These are called menus. Before we change the menus, we're going to need to create a new page. So what I'd like to do is create a Contact Us page so that we can have our phone number, email, address, all kinds of other contact information. So we're going to scroll up to the top and we're going to click on Pages. What you'll notice is that it first takes us to the home page, and then below that are different pages on the website. I'm going to click on the bottom, Add Page, and then I'm going to create a Contact Us page. There are two ways to make a new page, using an existing template or to create a new template. When you use an existing template, you'll pull the actual contents from another page on your website into that new page, and then you can make adjustments. But for now, I'm going to create a new template. This brings me to a blank page. From here, I would add all kinds of images, text, spacers, everything I want to do to populate that page with all the information that I need. Now that I have a Contact Us page, I'm going to create a new menu so that I can have the Contact Us at the top of the page. To do that, I'm actually going to go back to my main settings page. At the bottom, on the left-hand column, there is a navigation button. I'm going to click into the navigation button, and I'll see the one menu that I have currently active on my website. But I'm going to create a new menu. So I'm going to click Add Menu, and I'm going to give it a title, Adventure Menu. I'm going to add a new menu item, which is an active link that you see on the top and bottom of the page. I'm going to give the link a label, and then when you actually click into the link, you're given multiple options. You can link to products, collections, or specific pages. For now, I'm going to stick with the home page because this is the home button. And then I'm going to add a products page. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to link to all of my collections that I have. So when customers click on this, they're going to view all the products that I have to offer. I'm going to add another item, About, go to Pages, and then About Us. And finally, I'm going to create that Contact Us page that we just created, and I'm going to link it to the Contact Us page. You'll notice that the contact on the Contact Us are different. What you'll see on the left-hand side is what customers will actually see on your website. On the right is the name of the page. I'll click Save. I'll go back to General Settings of my online store. I'll go Customize the active theme. I'm going to go to the home page. I'm going to edit the header section, which is the top bar that you see, the white bar that goes across the whole top of the page. And I'm going to click on Change the Menu. The current active menu is the main menu. I'm going to change it to the Adventure menu. And now you'll see that I have the Home, Products, About, and Contact page listed that we created within that menu. Now that I've adjusted the menu to all the links that I want my customers to see, I'm going to call my website good to go. I'm going to preview it and make sure everything looks good. And there you have it, a full designed website in a matter of 15 minutes. Over time, Booqable plans to introduce new features and options to make your website more customizable to your unique business. If you have any other questions about the website builder or any of the tools that Booqable offers, don't hesitate to go to the Help Center or send us a message today.